everybody, and welcome to, what is this, episode 12 of What Have I Done Debates. You know it's a good show when you have to question what episode you're on every time you open this. I am your host, recently critically acclaimed musician Milah, and we have my recently diagnosed with AIDS co-host. Mark, you want to say something?
That would be called ADHD.
Oh, AIDS, DHD. See, they're really similar. I kind of forgot.
Okay, so I don't know what's going on, so we're just going to use the Craig audio for this episode.
Alright, that's fine. Mark, your audio is not much different from the Craig audio, I won't lie. Mine probably isn't either anyway, now that I'm using a better
yours sounds
setup.
better.
Yeah, because now that I'm using an actual microphone instead
We
of
might not have to edit that together anyway, we might just have to equalize it.
Yeah, probably. So, look at that, fellas. Everything is easier now when you think with portals. So let's talk about it. Last episode we did the Trump cast, which... Can we just give an update on that? Where is Donald Trump? He has joined he has joined Dr. Cashman in the not arrested, but we also don't know where he is sort of situation, where we know he's in legal trouble, but we just don't really know where and what's up. So it's kind of confusing, and I guess we'll have to figure it out. It's a learning experience. We'll all learn together and figure out what's going on, because
I'm hopping on Truth Social for a second so I can see if he posted anything.
Oh, he probably did. He posted like 100. You know what? I recently resubscribed to his what was it? He had like a mailing list that I've been an on and off subscriber of because it keeps getting annoying. But I just wanted to see if he had anything to say to me, a dear supporter. But I think it's been radio silent. I don't think I've gotten a single update. Maybe he's changed numbers or something. But I texted Trump to resubscribe, and it said, "Great thank you for rejoining the MAGA movement." But I still haven't heard anything.
Oh, nothing. Well, wait, he has an interview tonight.
Oh, shit. Is he interviewing us? Are we interviewing him? What's happening?
No. Big Hannity interview tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Sean Hannity. What the fuck, Donald? You can get on Sean Hannity's, but you're not going to get on mine? That's fucked up. I thought we were friends, Donald Trump, but I guess not.
He posted an article that says, anti-Trump hush money case has more holes than Doral golf course.
Dude, that's so true. I love golfing.
Okay, moving on from Truth Social.
Well, yeah, let's move on to Fake Social, otherwise known as this podcast. I hope everybody listening gets to enjoy the idea of being friends with us, because I know it's a highly coveted position. This is like it's Friendship Simulator. You get to pretend that you're listening in on a conversation between two friends that you're also included in, and you don't even need to make any of the funny jokes. That's all on me and sometimes Mark. So let's talk about... Oh, you flatter me, which is good, because I will kick you off if you don't. So this show is going to be a little bit kind of redundant, because let's just get into it. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. I am an accomplished musician now. I'm quitting the show effective immediately. I'm going to be replaced by a body double. President in name only replacement, and so I can do music about encouraging people to do things that aren't crimes, so I don't get charged with incitement. At least I think that's how it works. I don't think I should be charged with incitement, but you know what? We'll find out. Well, this is a learning experience. We'll find out together if it is a crime to tell people that they should go missing. We'll find out. I think I'm in the clear, but I'm not sure. So for those of you who are confused, I recently released a song called It's Not a Crime to Go Missing, in which I dance around in various places while lip-syncing about how everybody should disappear effective immediately, because it's easier than living your life. So I thought in spirit of that, we would do a lot of related topics. So we always got a main big one. And today we're going to be talking about Amelia Earhart versus D.B. Cooper. Now, these are two household names, I'm sure, that everybody should at least knows one of them. Everybody knows Amelia Earhart. I think D.B. Cooper, to a lesser extent, was mentioned in Breaking Bad. Mark, do you remember that scene in Breaking Bad when Walter White dresses up all scantily, the opposite of that, to go to Saul Goodman's and ask for his assistance to get Brandon Mayhew out of trouble, and he says that something he looks like D.B. Cooper. Do you remember that?
No.
Oh, well, he says something like, D.B. Cooper just walked into my office right now. And it was a reference to this guy, D.B. Cooper, who is also a very famous missing person. These were probably the top two that I can think of. Are there any other famous people that have gone missing? Like, perhaps in a song that somebody made that lists a couple
No,
people who were missing?
nothing comes to
Man,
mind.
well, link in the description, everybody. You got to go listen to that. Hopefully,
It actually is like a 10 out of 10 banger.
Thank you. Yeah, first of many, hopefully. Hopefully this is my start of my prolific music career, which I already have a band camp, so let's just say I'm already a celebrated musician. I should be putting that on my band camp soon, hopefully. I've been wanting to do a Spotify, but I don't know how many songs you need to be on Spotify, and most of the songs I actually do have are awesome Fortnite parodies, and parodies I don't think will fall under the copyright protection because it is just instrumentals that I stole. So, can't put those on Spotify, but hopefully I can put It's Not a Crime to Go Missing on Spotify with any luck. So, let's talk about some people who actually did go missing, who are very celebrated, much like myself, hopefully soon. I am arguing that Amelia Earhart is better than DB Cooper. Mark, what are you arguing here?
I'm arguing that DB Cooper is better than Amelia Earhart.
All right, that's wonderful news because
You wanna know my main you wanna know why?
Well, first, I think before we give our main arguments, I think we should just give a little bit of background as to who each person is. Just some general stuff. No real argument points. Just to clue in the audience. Maybe for I don't know, like maybe Amelia Earhart is more like cultural, like relevantly to us. Like I know because I feel like I've learned about Amelia Earhart in school a couple times. I don't know if that's the same around other countries or maybe people don't pay attention in school. So just Amelia Earhart was like one of the first female pilots, and she proved that women could drive, at least in the sky, that is. And then she was like, I'm gonna fly from I think it was like California to Chicago or something. And
I think she was like circumnavigating.
Yeah,
she wasn't taking the short way.
She went like all around the country. I know she did like a transcontinental flight, and she did it successfully. And then she was gonna go around the world, but then that got delayed. And then she was like, I'm gonna go around the world now. And then she crashed, allegedly. We don't really know what happened to her. But you know what? Hashtag trailblazing woman. And you know what? Some trails probably did blaze after that plane went down. So,
God.
You want to tell us about who DB Cooper is? And first, could you just give me like a couple of ideas as what the D and the B could stand for? Just off the top of your head.
So the D supposedly stands for Dan, though like his identity is like unknown because obviously he could have lied.
Okay.
I don't know why you would tell the truth if you were trying to like hide from the government.
Well, here's the thing. What about hiding in plain sight?
That'd be stupid.
Come get me, feds. I dare you.
Dan and Cooper are the most like common names I've ever heard.
Okay, what does the B stand for, bitch?
Actually, that was someone that had been misheard. On the ground, apparently. He had misheard Dan as DB somehow, which doesn't make sense.
Interesting. So tell us, give us a rundown. What's this DB Cooper fellow like?
Oh, he's a terrorist. So basically he was on a plane and he said, give money or bomb, I think. And oh yeah, he said give money and parachutes. And he said give money in unmarked $20 bills and parachutes.
Smart.
So we did all that, and then basically they filled his demands, and then he jumped out of the plane and he had a parachute, and that was the last time anyone ever saw him. And then some random boy found a bunch of slightly like degraded $20 bills along some river, and it was believed that was the money.
And he turned them in?
Yeah.
Okay, now I just want to poll for the audience real quick. If you found a bunch of $20 bills in the woods somewhere, would you turn them into the police?
No.
Exactly. That boy was a fed.
But basically, it was never confirmed that it was, but people believe that was some of the ransom money.
Some. Emphasis on the some. So, Mark, you mentioned that you had some sort of thesis statement about why DB Cooper is so much better than Amelia Earhart. What's your thesis statement? What's the big idea?
Usually, a thesis statement
idea?
So usually, a thesis statement has multiple things to support such an idea. But there's not many things to support the idea of a terrorist being better than Amelia Earhart. But my main one is that we know that he survived.
Are you sure?
Yes.
How is it so sure that he survived?
Because people kind of watched him.
Yeah, they watched him jump out of a plane.
He made it out of the plane alive. That's more than you can say for Amelia. Like, fine, maybe that's not that big of a step, but, like, come on. It's something. And may I add, with $200,000.
Okay, so what you're saying is that D.B. Cooper definitely died.
That's not what I'm saying.
You said that he died. You said he
I'm
at
saying
least
that
made it
if
out of
he
the plane.
died, he died more fashionably than Amelia Earhart.
Okay, but who's to say that either of them died? Because they're just missing people, and...
Fine. He went missing,
Yeah, please keep it in the theme.
with $200,000. Amelia Earhart supposedly went missing, in flames.
Well, here's the thing, dumbass. She died in the ocean. She went missing in the ocean. How'd she go up in flames? Think that one through, buddy. Can't go in flames on water. Doesn't make sense.
Have you ever heard of an explosion?
Yeah, explosions, water doesn't... That null and void, dummy.
Yeah, that's how gas works.
Yeah, it does. That is how it works. Thank you for agreeing with me. There is no 16-year-old explains how explosions can happen on the water, so as far as I'm concerned, that's all true.
This is literally one of the world's, like, top priorities of, like, preventing these things, because these are common.
What, explosions?
Yeah.
How often do explosions happen?
I don't know. Often enough.
I've never been exploded. Have you ever been exploded?
I have.
Oh, okay. Is it with that thing you brought to school that one day?
No, I got shocked by that, though.
Okay, we should probably clarify what that was for everybody in the audience.
Okay,
Mark did not bring a bomb to school. He did not.
I made this, like, buzzer system where I made all the logic out of relays, and both a bunch of people and a security guard thought it was a bomb, but it wasn't.
Yeah, it was a bomb. Mark brought a bomb to school. I'm sorry for lying to you guys.
To be fair, that like big, like, tin box does look like a bomb. Like it's a transformer.
It looked fairly Kaczynski-esque. I feel like Mr. Membean would have been proud. Speaking of inventions, how's the dad joke pillow coming?
I haven't started it yet.
You teased that in, like, episode 9.
Because, like, I can make it in, like, a day, but that doesn't make it as fun for me to do.
Do it really slowly.
It's gonna take me, like, 10 minutes to code this up.
Okay, how about this? You should, like, find somebody in another country who's interested in coding and teach them how to do it over, like, a Zoom call. Wait. If you did that, but instead of teaching them how to make a dad joke pillow, you taught them how to build a bomb, could you be held criminally liable?
Yes.
Would they be held criminally liable?
Yes.
What if they didn't know that they were making a bomb?
I have to feel like you'd be pretty stupid not to realize that.
Well, what if they're just trying to get into coding? They don't realize they're making a bomb. Here's the thing, if somebody told me to get unless there was, like, fertilizer in it, I don't think I'd realize that they were explosive-making materials.
What other explosive materials do you think there are?
Battery acid, maybe?
Not really. I mean,
chemicals?
I guess if you could open a battery, you could probably pour some water on it. It would be pretty good. It wouldn't be explosive, but
Chemicals,
it would get pretty hot.
Gunpowder.
Yeah, I just have that laying around.
Do you?
No.
I mean, you might. Like, you get, like, poppets and stuff over the counter. You don't even need a prescription for those.
Moving on. What is your thesis?
Amelia Earhart is better because she is a #feminist icon, and she actually survived and never died, and she went all the way around the world, and Mark, you just dropped a water bottle or something.
Yeah, I did.
Sound. Basically, Amelia Earhart is a female warrior. She's a strong lead woman, much like every character in Orange is the New Black. I don't think Orange is the New Black would have come out without Amelia Earhart's prowess and heroinity. So, really, all the greatest things in this world. Do you remember a show called Better Call Saul?
Yes.
Do you remember who the best character in that show was?
What's his name? What was the Lalo?
No, you're wrong. The best character is actually Kim Wexler.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
She's a strong female lead. She's
I
a
hate you.
hashtag. She's a badass woman that, hashtag topple the patriarchy. It was what we all needed. So
Dude, she was like kissing Jimmy's feet like
What?
every chance she
there
got.
was no feet kissing in that.
It's a symbol. It's a Catholic symbol. You're just simply too satanic to understand.
There was no feet kissing in it, though. So anyway, all the best things are women. So obviously the best pilot was a woman, and obviously the best person between a man and a woman is the woman.
No
Think
one
about
ever
it.
saw her again.
Yeah, they did.
They never found her body, I don't think.
Well, no, they found the real Amelia Earhart. She actually survived the flight, moved to New Jersey, and then changed her name.
Yeah, I would do that too.
Yeah. It turns out most missing people, like a lot of missing people, actually just like return and change their names and like live a new life. It's crazy how common it is. Remember, this is an early reference back to episode 2, back when we still had a thumbnail artist, and John Wilkes Booth also faked his death and then became just a normal person. They tend to do that a lot. A lot of famous people who go missing, they usually, or even die, they usually survive and just change their identity. Because changing your identity is a lot of fun, I don't know if you've ever done it, Mark. But
I should.
I mean, I not to give too much away, but Mark is not your birth name, so clearly an identity change has happened.
Yep.
All right, so let's get back to this though. Let's talk about why women are better than men, in terms of pioneering stuff. The computer was invented by a woman. Ever hear of Ada Lovelace? She did something with computers. Did you know that monkeys were invented by women? Have you ever hear of Jane Goodall? She literally invented
Adam and Eve.
No, that's not real. That's not canon. But Jane Goodall is real, and she invented monkeys. So
Wait, I'm looking at this person now.
You don't know Jane? Then the joke's not funny if you don't know who that is.
Is she like the one that was like?
Yeah, she's the one who
she was like.
No, she's the one that lived with the monkeys for 20 years. What about Coco the gorilla? Coco the gorilla is a woman.
I don't have the gorillas memorized.
No, Coco the gorilla was the first gorilla that they ever taught sign language to.
Oh.
Back when she was still alive. Now she's dead. Okay, honestly, that's kind of bullshit. You ever actually see her do sign language? It doesn't look real. Like I'm gonna be honest. I don't think she knows what she's saying. Because it didn't make a lot of sense. Like, her last message was like, you need to stop global warming. It's like, you're a fucking monkey. What do you know about global warming?
Thought it was like, give me orange or something.
No, that's a different monkey, and that's just the longest sentence it ever said.
Oh.
It's just, you give orange, me eat orange, give me you. Is that the one you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a different monkey. They are teaching monkeys sign language. The thing is, this is a little real tangent, but teaching monkeys sign language is like going to the moon. Like I feel like there's substantial evidence that we've never done it, and I feel like we should. If we really can do it, why don't we just do it all the time? Like, why don't we have monkeys in here like every day doing fucking sign language? Like, when are we gonna have like a monkey Greta Thunberg, going around and like talking about something? I don't even fucking know. Like equal banana distribution with it, like between the monkey population. I don't care what it is. I just want monkey representatives, and I want a monkey ambassador at the UN. Like, I want monkey elections to fucking vote monkeys in. Do you think they're smart enough for that? Do you think they're smart enough to understand that shit?
No.
I want to see a movie. Monkey movies are like the best genre of film. We should do that. We should do an episode, like, I don't know, just a video where we like review fucking Bedtime for Bonzo, because that's a classic monkey movie. I watched that on Christmas. That was my Christmas movie that I got to watch it while wearing a Trump hat.
Good for you.
So, aside from the one monkey, the reason I was saying that is because I think there should be a monkey movie, like a romance movie. You ever see the Bee Movie?
Oh God.
I want the Bee Movie, but instead of a bee, it's a monkey. Like, the monkey learns sign language and like starts to integrate into society, and then all of a sudden he like falls in love with a woman, and like, she falls for him too, because like, and it would have to have something like like under his, like the tagline of the movie would be like, under his furry exterior he's not monkeying around, something like that. Like,
What the hell?
Dunstan Bananas goes ape when he finds a love life.
All right, looky here.
So, speaking of monkeys, Coco the gorilla is a fraud, but you know who isn't? Amelia Earhart. Because even if she did die, she went out trying to prove a point that women could be successful, and god damn it, she did it. You know what? She would be so proud to see that women were running for president and making 78%, which was definitely a lot more than whatever they're making now. You know they have female characters in Mario Kart? There were no female characters in Mario Kart when she was alive. Which she still may be alive, but you know, she might be 150. But I mean, back in her day, they didn't have any female Mario Kart characters.
Did they have Mario Kart?
Conceptually, yeah. The kids would think about Mario Kart, probably. Nintendo was around, so who's to say Mario Kart wasn't around?
The fact that Mario Kart hadn't been made yet.
Well, now we have. And think about it. In Mario Kart 8, have you ever played Mario Kart 8, by the way?
Yes. I played it yesterday.
Wow, I played it today. Oh my god, we should play together.
That'd be fun.
So, okay, you know in the certain sections where it's like the blue thing and you jump off and you get the glider?
Yeah.
Technically, that is a female pilot, and think about it. You got Peach, Daisy, Rosalina, Baby Peach. They're letting baby women be pilots, okay? That is how progressive of a society. We are like, not even is it like, it's fine that a woman's a pilot. It's okay if a baby woman's a pilot. Because
it's also okay if a baby man's a pilot.
That's true. Hashtag babies for pilots. I want a baby in the cockpit. That's the only time I'll know it's safe. Because think about it. If somebody tried to hijack it, they'd see the baby and they'd be like, oh, that's cute. You know? Because, like, what
Did
kind
you
of
know the whole, like, concept where, like, a plane, like, both pilots die in a plane and then, like, someone goes up and flies the plane is, like, complete bullshit.
That
like,
never happens? What?
The cabin is, like, locked down. You are not getting through that door if it's not
I bet a baby
unlocked.
could get through it. I bet a baby could get through the door. Because they're small enough, they could fit through the crack.
What crack?
You know, the crack in the door. The baby could fit through it. Because their heads aren't fully done developing, so they could, like, squeeze right through it.
Okay. Moving on.
So why is D.B. Cooper so great? I've laid out all the reasons why Amelia Earhart, i.e. women, are better.
So D.B. Cooper was just cool. Like, imagine how, like, based you have to be to just, like, show up one day, say, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hijack a plane. First of all,
do you think 9/11 was based?
No.
Okay, well, just keep that in mind while you
see. No one got hurt here.
Yeah, a couple people got hurt.
How
Their
so?
Feelings were hurt.
Oh, that must suck. The guy got $200,000. He earned it.
I mean, I guess that's true. You know, I kind of like that it's like our version of a genie in a bottle is if you can get a bomb on a plane, you get one wish. Because, like, they can't really do anything to stop you. If I brought a bomb on a plane, I'd wish for unlimited wishes, but that's just me.
What if you were the pilot of a plane and someone said they had a bomb and they told you to crash into the World Trade Center? What would you do?
I would just say, fuck it, bomb the plane, because, like, either way, I'm going to die.
You're going to die, yeah.
One way
I guess
less people.
You can save less people, or you can kill less people.
Maybe if he was like this, I've got a bomb, and like you gotta I don't know, you gotta drop it on a household. Then maybe I'd be okay with it, you know?
Right, because then you're saving everyone on the plane.
Mm-hmm. But you'd be bombing one house, so. You know, it's the modern day trolley pot problem. Is what do you do if you're the pilot and somebody has a bomb on them?
Have you ever heard of the trolley of Theseus? Great.
This is the most like just absolutely abstruse tangent we've ever gone on. So let's do you have any closing arguments about Amelia Earhart or D.B. Cooper?
No.
All right. Let's open. This was something I kind of wanted to do as an opening segment, but I thought it would be a little bit like weird and obscure to just open with, and it might take a little while to talk about. So let's get into it now. Maybe I'll have like a little segment introducer for this one, but I don't think so. I just want to ask a general question that is based off of nothing that is happening. It's just a broad statement. If you get caught masturbating in a school bathroom, what should be your punishments? Now, this is obviously apropos of nothing. You know, I don't know anybody who has been caught masturbating in a public bathroom, at a school bathroom. Mark, have you known anybody like that?
No.
All right. I didn't
That's
think
such
so.
a that's such a
Yeah, I
weird
know.
topic.
It's such a weird random
Like,
thing to bring
what
up, but
goes
you know,
through your brain?
I just I feel like it's a good question that deserves an answer. Mark, what do you think should happen if you get caught sitting
If
backwards on a toilet and masturbating at school? Very loudly, might I add.
I don't think there would have to be a punishment. I think I would just leave.
No, well, I mean, if you were
I would drop out.
okay, no, if you were the administrator, what do you do about this? Because I have checked the student handbook, and let me tell you, there is no rule against it.
See, but it's a law.
Is there really a law against masturbating in a school bathroom?
It's technically a public place because it's a public school. So yes.
Are you allowed to masturbate in school? Let's see. Masturbation is a private activity. It is done alone or with a consenting romantic partner. Masturbation becomes a problem when it's done in a public place like a classroom or workplace. It is illegal to masturbate in public. Literally 1984.
What? What does 1984 have to do with this?
Because you're not allowed to masturbate at school. This is bullshit, let me tell you. Let's see. There is no law that explicitly says
Be
thou
the
shalt
change,
not
Milo. Be
whack
the change.
yeah, I'm gonna run. What's the first year I can run for president? Like 2040 or 2050 or something?
I have no clue.
Okay, here's the thing. It says this the madhatterwellness.com. The first thing that comes up says it's illegal, but then Quora.com seems to say it's not illegal.
It's illegal.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You know what my favorite thing about Quora is? Have you ever been to Quora? Like,
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed that like 98% of the questions are just people telling like weird sexual stories?
Yeah.
It's like really gross. I'm not gonna read this Raghav Yash. You know, I'm sure you're a very great person. This just caught you at a bad moment 2 years ago. I was sitting in last bench of the classroom when our hot and young computer teacher was teaching us. I don't know, I was turned on after seams her tight white leggings. I'm probably gonna stop right there. My was very and I was very
Okay.
for the class. Ma'am was teaching us. Then when I wanted to asked her whether I can go to the washroom, she saw my and was watching that. I only think she understood that then I in the washroom. The next week she called me at her house and told me not to do that again, and that day also she was wearing mini shorts. That's not even a question. That wasn't even a question. That was just him reading about how he jerked off at school. Okay, you know,
moving on.
We're gonna censor most of that, you know, for the good of the listeners, especially my mom. So what is your official opinion? What do you think should happen if you get caught
because
whacking it at school?
because it like technically is a crime, I would just send it to law enforcement. I'd just pass it off.
Okay, but they/them. I'm not saying if it's, you know, not of course this didn't happen. So they/them, literally a minor, because it happens at a public school. So obviously, literally, they're a minor. So
Okay.
you can't be tried for crimes if you're a minor. Remember?
Yes, you can.
Can you get charged as an adult for what is that? Indecent exposure, maybe?
No, it's just its own separate thing. Just public masturbation.
Is that really what it's called?
Yes.
Hang on, I gotta look this up. This is gonna ruin my search history. I hope you know that. Like 10-1. The first thing that comes up when I search public masturbation is a porn website. Public masturbation porn videos. First fucking thing, Pornhub.com.
Why would you just type that in?
Because I wanted to see if it was a crime.
Why would you?
Because if the crime was called public masturbation, it would come up. I am literally only seeing pornography. First whole fucking tab.
Okay, I found it. It's typically classified as a third-degree misdemeanor.
Okay, so
it's included in that.
Is it called indecent exposure?
No, called a misdemeanor.
Huh. This one's a Vice article. This is the first non-porn I've seen. What it's like when someone masturbates at you in public.
Okay.
Now imagine if this person that was, you know, doing this in a school bathroom was actually thinking about somebody. Apparently they made it really obvious too. Of course this didn't happen. I'm just saying, like, imagine if.
What do you mean made it really obvious?
Like they had a crush who they very vocal about, had a class with them, and then go off the bathroom immediately after.
Oh yeah, because we worked out the timeline at my lunch that this stuff didn't happen.
Yeah,
right after.
Happen.
It didn't happen right after this class that he had with.
Or she. This is a hypothetical.
Hypothetically, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Is this bullying? Are we bullying?
I feel like we shouldn't include this.
No, we have to include it because it didn't happen. So we're not like, no harm, no foul. Nobody gets hurt with this one.
Also, no one's ever going to hear this.
Also, it never happened, so it's fine. If there's any professors out in the audience who would like to weigh in, please call into the show. We'd love to have you. As long as you are friends with black people.
Oh, I just got what you were saying. Okay.
All right, let's move on to our next topic. This one,
is that the one you were saying you were gonna spring on me?
Yeah, that was the one I wanted to say. Just spring on you. So, much like some phallic objects might spring out of one's pants in a public bathroom.
Come on.
Sorry, was that fruit too low hanging?
Yes.
Sorry, didn't mean to cause up a stir or anything.
Okay.
I know things were already pretty shaken up as it is.
Shaw.
All right, let's talk about something that hits a little closer to home. I mean, so if you can't tell by this music video I recently released, this is a Pennsylvania staple right here. You can tell by the nondescript locations I filmed at that it's clearly in Pennsylvania. And if those of you have been following the news, and if you're watching this at a relatively similar time to when it's being uploaded, you would know that some really bad things have happened over the course of a while. Apparently, a bunch of nail polish fell into the water, and now nobody can drink it. It's really unfortunate. It wasn't
nail polish, by the way, but...
There was a hazardous spill in the Delaware River tributary, and it made a lot of drinking water unsafe, and I think at this point it's still not resolved, so... It was a chemical spill in Bucks County! Uh-oh!
Yeah.
It's on hold until 3:30 p.m. tomorrow, so hopefully by the time you're listening to this, it should be done. That's not good. So Philadelphia, and I guess Bucks County's fine, but Philadelphia is looking pretty flubbernucked over here. So that's just some background for everybody who's listening, because the real question that we're trying to get to the heart of is, what's worse? Or better, sorry. Our trademark is what's better. What's better, Flint, Michigan, or Philadelphia? Mark, why don't you start us off?
Flint, Michigan.
Flint, Michigan. Interesting.
See, the water is never safe to drink. Yet, Obama says it is. He drank it. It's safe.
True. That's true. This is a callback to the very first episode, if you guys remember. Back before we got together, it's cute to see. We're like it's like Jim and Pam from The Office.
Oh, shut up.
And you get to watch us slowly. Yeah, new kid on the way real soon, guys. I'm
really
excited. What did they name their kid? Was it Cece?
Yeah, Cece.
Oh, that's cute. I didn't know you watched The Office.
Oh yeah, I watch it all the time.
Oh, that's weird. There's like a lot of normie things that I just kind of imagine you never did, but apparently you do.
Oh, I'm a normal person.
What are some other normie things that you do?
Sometimes I'll just like chill out and play Mario Kart or Mario World or something.
That is
not
weird.
Mario.
Mario Odyssey.
No, what's the one? Oh, Mario Bros.
Just Mario Bros.
I'll just watch some like random video on stuff. I work on my projects.
What?
FaceTime my friends. Well, I've been working on the bomb.
The
bomb.
I mean bomb.
The what's it called? The buzzard thing.
I hope one day when this show is famous and a forgotten relic, the show's people where I got my roots from, I hope some dedicated fan will go through and tally up how many times we say the word bomb on this episode. Because it's a lot. It's a lot more than you probably should. I was working. I've had two separate song drafts about creating explosives, and both of them ended very swiftly because that's
illegal.
It's actually very illegal to talk about having a bomb, which is very unfortunate because it's a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun to talk about explosives, but it turns out that you can only explosives are only for video games, guys.
I've exploded things unintentionally.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you ever
I
blown
was doing
up,
I was doing an experiment with electrolysis, and then I had an arc
is that like
jumped.
a cancer treatment?
No.
Oh.
Electrolysis splits water into hydrogen and oxygen. And I don't know if you know something, but hydrogen's flammable. I don't know if you know something about fire, but it likes oxygen. So when a spark, or in this case an electrical arc, came close to hydrogen and oxygen, it was really fast.
Your eyebrows?
No, it was really fast, like pop, but it was a big fireball.
Do you think the Flint, Michigan water is flammable?
Probably. With the amount of sediment that's in there, there's no way it's not.
Well, sediment is just rocks. Rocks aren't flammable.
Yeah, that's fair. It would just depend what else is in it.
You know what is flammable, though?
What?
Hazardous chemicals are in Philadelphia water. Probably nail polish. Women.
I just like that that's his, like, first choice. Like, his first thing is like, oh, like, I can imagine him sitting there be like, oh yeah, I heard it was nail polish.
Yeah, women be painting their nails and spilling their nail polish straight into the Delaware River.
Just like, oh, I don't like this color.
Oh man, bitches be like, for real. This red doesn't go with my lipstick.
It does not kindle joy.
For squeals. Let me tell you why this Philadelphia water contamination hazard is better, and by better, it's our own special definition of the word better. So here's one that you already admitted to, and I don't know why you would cop to this if you're trying to argue which one's better. But we already know for a fact that it's safe to drink the water in Flint, Michigan. So it's basically a non-concern, which makes the Philadelphia one way cooler, because it is actually dangerous.
See, but everyone's already been drinking the water, and it's been fine. No one's died yet.
That's what they said about Flint, Michigan, and it was true. But
yeah,
in real life, it's actually bad to drink the water in Philadelphia. And if you go to Costco, you will actually die because there are people who are basically looting for water, which should never be a thing. Wasn't there a season of The Walking Dead where they were running out of water?
I haven't watched Walking Dead, but I read a book where something similar happened.
I assumed you would watch The Walking Dead. I didn't watch The Walking Dead. I just remember seeing a trailer for that like 5 years ago.
Okay, I'm really curious. What are these like normie things that you think that I don't do? Like, what would you consider a normie thing?
Well, I didn't think you'd play Mario Kart. I thought you'd think that Nintendo was below you.
No, I love my Switch.
I didn't know you had a Switch.
Yeah.
Holy shit, I gotta get your friend code after this. Do you have Super Smash Brothers?
Yeah.
Yeah, holy fuck, we gotta
How do you
have
a Switch and not have Smash?
I don't know. I thought that's another thing. I didn't think you played Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
All right. Here's some fun stuff. There's a lot. See, this is why you got to start podcasts with your friends, because you'll learn all sorts of crazy stuff about them. Guys, leave it. Here, I'll make that as another poll. It'll be like, did you know Mark had a Nintendo Switch? Okay. Here's another point. Do you want to venture a guess as to how many people are in Philadelphia and are therefore affected by this water crisis?
About 1.5 million.
Wow, almost down to the digits. There are 1.5 million people in Philadelphia. Now, contrast that with Flint, Michigan. How many people would you guess are in Flint, Michigan?
80,000.
Wow, you're a genius. Now, if you were to just divide those numbers by each other, you'd realize that there's about 20,000. No, wait, fuck, I did it wrong.
Yeah, I feel like that's way too much.
80,000. I've just divided it by 80. There's about 20 times more people. So, this Philadelphia water crisis has 20 times more people affected than Flint, Michigan. Also, Flint, Michigan happened a long time ago, back when Obama was president, which, basically ancient times. Where were you when Obama was president? Like a baby? A third grader? A literal baby? Probably. But now, we've got Biden. Biden was in the White House at that time, so hopefully he'll have everything under control in a timely...
Interesting. See, here's the thing. Your math is wrong.
What?
It's actually 18.6 times.
Okay, buddy. You gotta go. So let's either way. That's still a big number, and that means that it's more important. Also, I don't know if you know this, but I actually live in Pennsylvania.
It also doesn't affect the entirety of Philadelphia.
But it's still kind of a big deal, you know? Because what... Do you know what, Philadelphia is not a very nice city, let's put it like that. Have you ever heard about that robot that was trying to hitchhike across America?
Oh, yeah, and it got,
And
destroyed.
it got to Philadelphia, it was absolutely destroyed.
People looted it for parts and stuff.
That is Pennsylvania pride right there. Because
That is the essence of Pennsylvania.
I would definitely fucking destroy that robot.
Pennsylvania differs so much as you go across the state, but that mentality is constant.
Dude, for real.
I love it. I love Pennsylvania so much.
Me too. And that's why it's better. Because what the fuck does Michigan have? Have you ever seen the show Good Girls?
No.
Probably not. Good Girls is basically what if Breaking Bad was about women. It's an alright show. The first 2 episodes are really good, and then a couple episodes throughout are also alright. There's a guy who kind of looks like Cory Booker, but I'm also kind of racist, so maybe that's just why I thought it looked like Cory Booker, because nobody else seemed to agree with me.
Want to know something interesting?
What?
3 hours ago, from 6ABC. Based on the latest hydraulic modeling and sampling results, we are confident that tap water from the Baxter plant will remain safe to drink.
Well, who said that again?
6ABC, 3 hours ago.
Literally 6 fake news media. The 6 is how many times... 6 is the percentage that they're right, okay?
I don't see a percentage symbol, which means they're right 600% of the time.
Oh, shit. Fuck, he's on to us. Hopefully people don't listen that far, so they won't realize that you totally destroyed my argument. Okay. Do you want to move on to the bonus topic?
Yeah.
Alright, I feel like we've had a good breadth of topics. I feel like we've managed to talk about just about everything that's ever existed under the planet.
We should do that. We should do some Stephen Hawking style theory of everything.
We should do that, definitely. That'll be next episode, Stephen Hawking cast. We should get Stephen Hawking on.
Is he still alive?
No, he's dead.
When did he die?
He's been dead for 6 years.
Oh, I remember hearing about that.
Yeah. Although, it could be argued that he never was really alive.
2018, yeah. 4 years.
Jeez.
5 years.
5 years. Oh my god, we're old. Should we kill ourselves now to avoid the shame of growing up? That should be a bonus topic. Anyway, let's are you ready to see what bonus topic we got here?
Yeah.
Alright.
Hold on, wait, let me get on the dock, or let me get on the airplane.
Let me get on that.
Are you going to click it today?
I will click it today, since I think you've clicked it the last few times. Let me know when you're ready. Let me know when you're ready for your fate to be determined.
Me observe Milah.
There are a lot of good ones here. Not really. We kind of need to fill this. We need to
Okay,
pack the court.
go.
All right, run. Our argument is... Did we already do this one?
Yeah, we already did this.
We already did do Santa Claus versus Jesus. Hang on, let me just crack it off the list here. I'll stay up too late. All right. Uh-oh. I said that. We're going to get copyright claimed. Best kink?
Oh, God.
Okay, well, I guess I get to go first. The best kink is a,
Be serious. What do you think?
Okay, seriously, what do I think the best kink is?
BFFR.
Okay. Wow, Mark's gonna remember this one. He's gonna save this one for our wedding night. Damn. I probably wrote this one and I can't think of anything. Okay. So when you're looking for a good quality kink, you want to look for something that is unobtrusive, relatively non-lethal, and is not weird. Because if it's weird, your partner might not like it, and then they'll go home, and then you won't even get to experience anything. It's the go big or go home approach. But if you have a go meh, then maybe it's hey, fuck it. You know what? The best kink is public masturbation, because you don't need anyone else for that. That's something you can do on your own.
The risk.
Yeah, you can do it on your own whenever you want. Doing shit in public, not that I would ever endorse it, not that I've ever done it before, Mom. Don't you worry. I'm just saying that if you can do it in public, not if you can do it in public. If you can do it without anybody else, if you can go into a school bathroom and sit on the toilet backwards and, just crank one out without having anybody else involved, because think about it. The liberals, Joe Biden, they can take your guns, they can take your girls.
At that point, when we're considering that, he was thinking of someone,
If, you know, the idea that
is
he's thinking of something.
is it really not involving anyone else?
Okay, well, think about this, though. The liberals, they take your guns, they take your girls, but they can't take your thoughts, and they can't take your public bathrooms, at least not yet legally, although Penridge High School seems to be really trying, despite the Supreme Court's
the Penridge
rulings.
bathrooms get so much abuse.
I swear to God, and you know what the worst thing is? We were just talking about this today, is that their solution is just to lock it all up. It's like, okay,
yeah, they lock it up like a jail cell.
They're not even in there anymore. Some kids were like vaping or like they like kicked a sink or something. It's like they're not still in there. It's safe to go in. You're not gonna die. It's fucking like, it's just like, it's kind of just like in this weird middle ground, because it's, you know, I think it's illegal to have cameras in a bathroom, and I'm pretty sure it's like morally dicey to have a person just standing in there. So they're kind of in this like weird middle ground where they can't do anything, but it's like, at this point, just give up. I think, you know, fuck it. Best kink is moral goodness. No, well, here's what I think. I think we should just have like, you know how in Philadelphia they have like safe injection sites for people who want to do heroin but don't want to die?
No, I didn't know that, actually.
Well, in Philadelphia,
Is that real?
Yeah, in Philadelphia they have these things. I'm pretty sure it's real. I like heard this on NPR a couple years ago. I'm just gonna look it up again just to make sure I'm like, yeah, safe injection sites. Yeah, okay, so they are real. So people who use like illegal heroin, they can go so without fear of overdose, prosecution, or spreading disease. Basically, they just give them a safe means to do heroin. I think they should do that, but with like vaping, because if people are really
such a bad idea.
Why though? They're always fucking, like, they're clogging up the bathrooms and they're causing all the problems for everybody else. Just give them their own spot. Just give them like a fucking broom closet where they can go vape. Like, cause they're not solving any problems. They're just making it harder for everybody else. If you want to choke on a Nick stick when you're 16 years old, like, they're not gonna stop you. It's seeing like a cartoon dog say it's not cool to smoke is not gonna stop you at this point. You're already fucking ruined. Here's what I see as the best thing. I think the best way to kick your nicotine addiction is to just keep smoking, because eventually you're gonna realize that it's either too expensive or it's fucking you up, and it's just lame, and you're gonna stop. My good friend, who I'm not gonna name drop on the show, but good friend of mine was a chronic vapor, and then she stopped, which I'm very proud of her for, because I know that can't be easy. But nothing good comes without inherent desire. So there's another friend I have who, I don't know what their vaping status is. Last time I checked, she was a vapor, but I don't know where that is now. Oh my God, one of my cousin's friends is so addicted to vaping that he sometimes he swipes his mom's cigarettes.
Bruh.
Those kids are kind of fucked beyond belief. Like, if you're so down bad for nicotine that you're gonna smoke a cigarette, like, I think we all agree at this point that like cigarettes are like the worst thing ever, like, of all time. So to be that hard up, there's gotta be something wrong with your brain chemistry. So Mark, you want to tell us what the best kink is?
None.
None.
Yeah. That's my genuine answer.
So what? So
I just none.
The best kink is to be vanilla?
Yeah.
How about that? Have you ever seen 30 Rock?
No.
Oh, damn. Okay. Well, for anybody who's seen 30 Rock, there's this, the one couple, Jenna, and I forget what the other guy's name is, but they're like, they have this like weird, like really kinky sex life, but then they start getting bored until they come up with this new fetish where they just do normal couple things, and they act like it's really like disgusting and kinky. And it just like...
So weird.
Yeah. So, yeah, you know what? I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Vanilla kink being normal. All right, fuck it. There you go. All right, do you want to do another bonus topic, or should we end the episode here?
Let's do one more.
All right, let's do one more. Man, yeah, these episodes are slowly getting longer and longer. I hope one day we'll have like the 7-hour long episode. All right, hang on. Let's just get best kink out of here first. There's a lot of really depressing ones in here.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Well, we gotta come up with new bonus topics because we're running out of them. Let's see. Who killed Epstein? All right, I guess I get to go first again.
I have no clue.
Okay, so let's just give a brief refresher for the Marks and the everybody else in the audience who doesn't remember. Epstein was the pedophile island man who had a lot of enemies because he had a big book full of all the people who went to his island, and probably had sex with underage girls, probably boys too. And more importantly to this show's history, I read this story about this guy who was the driver for Epstein. It probably wasn't real, but it was really funny. So who killed Epstein? That's a really good question, because there are a lot of people who could have killed Epstein. Because there are a lot of people who had a lot of things to gain. And you know what? Fuck it. I think Jesus Christ killed Epstein. I think Jesus Christ himself was on Epstein's flight logs and needed to cover his ass. Because think about it. If Jesus Christ wanted to touch some little boys, where would he go? The Catholic Church. But if he wanted to touch some little girls, where does he go? Because, Jesus Christ, he's omnipotent, so obviously that means he has urges for both little boys and little girls. But they've only built... That's why Jesus hasn't come back, because we haven't built a temple to sexualizing little girls. That's just, Hollywood, which isn't as interesting as a temple. Because you can go to jail for being a pedophile in Hollywood.
Oh, what was that Netflix, that controversial?
Cuties?
Yeah.
This tangent about Cuties. That music video I did, It's Not a Crime to Go Missing, which was an interpolation of Don't Vote by Mr. Girl. Mr. Girl is the same guy who did the song, You're Playing Minecraft in a Cave Looking for Diamonds.
That's awesome.
And, fun fact about this guy is, if you search up Cuties, an uncomfortably honest review, you'll find this guy reviewing Cuties very earnestly. That's all I'll say. That's the reason why he made these pedophile songs. He does defend it.
Oh.
It's, here's the thing. We could talk about that, talking about a video you've never seen. It's 22 minutes long. I think I've watched it about 8 times, and I think I've only been able to actually get through it once. Because the thing is, I feel like he's on to something. I feel like he's about to make a good point, but it's so creepy. It's just such an uncomfortable video to watch, which I guess is what he's going for. If you're ever bored, and this is not just to you, but this is to anyone, just search up Mr. Girl videos. Just Google that on YouTube, on Google, because I think it's either maxcarson.com or mrgirl.tv. It's one of those. He's got all of his YouTube videos archived, and they're all really, really hard to watch. And I don't know if he's doing a performance, or if he's legitimately just a creepy person. And judging by his drama with Destiny, it seems like he does is just a terrible creepy person, because I think he has admitted to beating his girlfriend or his wife, his ex-wife. Yikes. I don't know if he regrets that or anything. I know he said it at one point, and so I don't really know what the status about that is, but a lot of the videos he makes are just really hard to watch because they're all just really creepy, and he acts like a sociopath, and I don't think he would even deny that. I think he would agree with me on that. It's just really creepy to watch, but it is honestly kind of interesting. It's like a car crash, you can't look away. I watched this video where he's playing VR games, and he's basically really into this idea that, and it's kind of hard to describe because I've only seen a couple of his videos trying to do an analysis of them, but it seems like what he really goes for is that he's kind of against the idea of shame for feelings. You know how people have intrusive thoughts or whatever?
Yeah.
So his I feel like his philosophy is that the intrusive thoughts are part of the human experience, and that it's not an intrusive thought, it's what you actually believe. So because there are people talk. Yeah, so VR games, there was a couple VR games, and he was pointing out people's posts where they were I get sexually gratified when killing people in VR, should I be worried? And he basically just makes a whole video where he's talking about, where he's playing VR games, and he's no, you're supposed to feel aroused by this. Look at all these distinct choices they're making to try to make you feel something. It's a really weird video, and he's also naked for a good portion of it, so you can see his dick.
What?
I don't know. It was a really weird video, and then his girlfriend's in it, and it feels like a really sort of abusive situation. I don't know. It's a weird video. It's a weird guy.
Have you seen the Sneeko Moist Critical stuff?
Oh yeah, this fucking Sneeko. I watched a documentary on that guy. He's fucking crazy.
He is. Did you see a story concerning his girlfriend?
Yes, I have. He took his girlfriend to the sex party, and she got passed around like a toy at show and tell.
I just think that's funny.
Yeah,
that was just a little bit of a tangent.
Anybody who's a cuck is automatically funny. So, that's that. If the question wasn't best kink, but I think we know what the worst kink is.
What, that?
Yeah, being a cuck. That's just embarrassing.
Oh yeah.
If you want to watch people have sex, just watch porn. Don't let your girlfriend get or boyfriend or partner It's just weird. If you're gonna include somebody else, just include them. Don't sit up by the sidelines. It's just weird. I think everybody could agree to that.
Huh.
All right. So who killed Epstein? Did I say Jesus Christ? I'll keep that as my answer because they're pedophiles. Then Jesus Christ is probably a pedophile.
Yeah.
All right, Mark. Who do you think killed Epstein?
I don't.
Just pick a random person off of his black book. You make up a celebrity. They're probably on the black book.
Oh crap! What's his name? Paul Eberstein.
Is that Toby?
Yeah.
All right, fuck it. He was the Scranton Strangler. He's probably also the Kiddler Diddler. All right. So we answered just about every question in the universe.
Yeah. This is our theory of everything. This episode.
This is our theory of everything. I'll put that in the description. So hopefully some Hawking lovers will see that and be like, "Wow, they're really gonna do it, huh?" So let's you know what? I feel like the hardest part of the show is closing it out. I feel like it always takes like 1,000 years because I always like do the outro and then plug something and then.
All right, close it up.
Oh shit! Fuck. Okay, so let's. Anything you want to plug, Mark?
No.
Okay. Anything I want to plug? Well, that's a great question. Obviously, gotta watch that new music video. Watch it like 100 times. Everybody watch it 100 times. It's worth watching 100 times. So that way it games the YouTube algorithm and makes it popular and gets me... I want to chart on the Billboard, you know? Billboard #1, please. If you guys can just make that happen, that would be really, really nice. Oh shit, disk space remaining for 26 hours. Let's just do another 26 hours of this. No, I'm just kidding, fellas. We're gonna close this out within the minute. Let's watch all the other episodes of the show. April Fool's Day video probably coming out. I don't know what it's gonna be about yet. I've been kind of deliberating over that. 100 subscriber special will probably come out this Thursday. Where me and Nick are going to be recording another episode of the Cryptid Conquest, if you can believe it. It's gonna be a little bit of a stray from the format. We're gonna be talking about the moon landing, because that's the biggest cryptid of them all when you think about it. Fuck, I think that's all we got. I think there's going to be a heated discussion in that episode, so stick around for that one. It's going to be great. And Mark, you should probably work on your pillow or whatever, and also see if we can get any professors on the show. So with that being said, thank you everybody so much for watching. Tune in next week. Tune in every day for shorts, and tune in every so often for random videos that I'm putting out. And on 3, we're going to say goodbye at the same time. Are you ready for this? Yep. 1, 2, 3, goodbye!